WLPNLP Chicago, 105.5 FM Lumpin Radio News from the service entrance, the radio show. What goes on, everybody? I hope you are having a great Thursday, and I hope that you are ready for what I am about to present to you. One of the, I can't say up and coming because she's been at it for a minute. One of the really dope singers and R&B artists that are available to us for us to consume and enjoy. Now Yoshioka is an amazing artist, and she will be in Chicago at the Promontory soon. And I wanted to talk to her to say hello and welcome her. Not that she has not been in America. We can talk all about that too, but welcome her to Chicago officially. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us from Tokyo. I know. I got connects, son. Now Yoshioka. Hey, what's up?
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for waking up early and doing. I've been in emails for the last couple of weeks, and it's so weird because I don't know when to send it because I have no
Oh yeah.
concept of time. So I'm sending emails in the middle of the night and real early in the morning. But I'm glad that we got a chance to get this going, and thank you. And I really, really do appreciate you waking up early to do this. Um, I know that you have been in and out of the States for a while.
Yes.
But I really want to talk about Japan for a minute. You're from
Mhm.
Osaka, right?
Yes, Osaka.
My sister lived in Osaka for a while when she used to be a dancer on Soul Train.
Oh,
Many years ago. And she talks about Osaka. She makes it sound like this magical, mystical place. Tell me about your Osaka life, and what was it like growing up in Osaka, Japan?
I Osaka to me is like a Holland, New York, because
Hmm.
when I went to Harlem for the first time in my life, I felt like, oh, I know these feelings because in Osaka is a very people are very close to each other, very warm, they're very friendly. So I was those kind of girls when I was child. I was just like laughing and like doing things, and I always loved singing. So
Hmm.
I was always singing in the house, and my sister was playing a lot of like R&B music, like Whitney Houston and like Mary J. Blige
Hmm.
in my house. So that's where I started to sing those music.
And how old were you when you knew I'm going to not just sing professionally and put a band together and all that stuff, but I'm going to go to the US. I'm going to go to the
Mhm.
States and I want to make this work for me. When did that realization come along for you?
So when I decided to go to United States when I was like 19 years old, because I at that time I was just drop out my high school
Oh, wow.
and I was depressed and I couldn't even get out from the house. And I was thinking myself, like what should I do with my life? Because like I'm living in Osaka, but I love music. I already had the band and I wanted to like make a CD and debut. So I was challenged some of the audition in Osaka, but didn't work out. And then I was watching the TV show, and there were 2 hours of 2 hours program about the New York City.
Hmm.
And when I was reading the book, and it was about the main character was went to New York and like had a great time. And like when I was watching the DVD of like Alicia Keys Unplugged, and it was in New York City. So it's like a lot of signs started to come together. And I felt like if I go to New York City, maybe my life can change because I all I could do was like stay in my house and crying. So that's the one of the big reason. It's like calling for me.
Yeah. I've the times I've spent in New York and Brooklyn in particular have always sparked a bit of creativity, you know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
And me in terms of writing and whatnot. Is that the same kind of feeling you get when you go to New York? And You were living in New York City for a while. What is living in New York like?
New York is not like it wasn't a heaven place for me,
Mm,
but it was amazing place for me to learn and grow. Because when I went to New York for the first time, I couldn't speak English. I was just there and I met the amazing vocal coach. So I went to vocal coach once in a week, and the rest of the week I was just practicing every single day. I couldn't even like go out and like have a fun with the friends.
mm.
So because of I could focusing on music like every single day for 2.5 years, I grew up so much and I had a chance to perform at the Apollo Theater Amateur Night at the time,
Okay.
McDonald Gospel Festival.
Okay.
And yeah, so those like competition, I tried it. So it's like a lot of like amazing things happen, but at the same time, it's like I always thought I was the lowest
Mm,
so like singer in the town because like when I go to the jam session, there's so many great singers from
hmm.
all over the world. So that kind of pressure that I always had is like I have to grow. I need to be better than yesterday.
Yeah.
So it
Um,
was a great place.
I wonder too if you're at a place like the Apollo, because we all know the legend of the Apollo Theater, right? Um, no pressure. Luther Vandross got
Oh yeah.
booed out the building at the Apollo.
Mm.
And that's if not the greatest singer of our time, one of for sure. Um, what was that like being on that stage?
So have I have performed so many stages around the world, but Apollo Theater stage was one of the very special. I really think that's kind of like a like spiritual place because
Mm,
I felt the energy from the stage, and the stage is telling you is like, can you handle this or
mm,
not?
mm.
So I don't even remember what I did on the stage because it's like I was overwhelmed, but I was so happy that the audience accept me.
Because if
Yeah.
they like you at the Apollo, you good to go. You know what I mean?
But I have tried 2 times like audition, but I failed. And
Mm.
that was my third time, and it finally go through, and I had a chance to sing at the stage. So it was a tough, but I made it. So.
When I was a younger person, because I'm not a young person anymore, but when I was a younger person, one of my very favorite bands was Yellow Magic Orchestra. I love Yellow Magic Orchestra. Like they were calling me. I was super little, but they were very very important to what was going on here in the States, particularly. If I asked you to define the sound of Japan, what would you or who would you tell me I needed to listen to besides you? Because I'm definitely
Japan.
listening to
Oh,
you.
okay. I have um I have three um Japanese artists that I look up to.
Hmm.
One is Kuroda Takuya. He's a trumpeter.
Yes.
And oh, you know
Yes, I do.
he is one of the greatest artists that I know. And second is Hiromi Uehara. She's an amazing pianist.
Hmm.
And third is Big Yuki. He's amazing keyboardist. And he live in New York City,
Hmm.
and he have worked with like Robert Grasper, and like there's so many great artists, but his solo stuff is incredibly great. So those three, and I have been touring around the world, but those three artists have done performed there before me.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm a vocalist, but there are musicians and artists. But I feel like I'm step like following their path, and it's a great feelings.
We're talking with now Yoshioka, who will be in Chicago at the Promontory in a couple of weeks. Actually, next week.
Oh my God, yeah.
through the magic of radio next week. Have you been to Chicago before?
No, this is my first time.
Really?
Yeah, I was supposed to go there 5 years ago,
Hmm.
open for Eric Robinson.
Oh, it's my man.
Yes.
Okay.
So at the time I was super excited, but because of the COVID, it canceled. But I'm coming back as a solo, my own show. So I'm super excited this time.
Were you going to be singing with Eric and his band?
Five, not this time, but the 5 years ago,
Yeah.
I performed with the keyboardist, just a
Okay.
keyboardist and myself, and I was doing the opening act for a lot of places in New York, in America.
Oh man, well, I'm glad that you're coming now. You've never been to Chicago, so there's a couple things you need to know right
Okay.
away. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Are you vegetarian?
I sometimes I choose to eat a vegetarian food, but I'm not.
Okay, okay. All right. So don't believe what they tell you about the pizza. Get the thin crust. Okay.
Okay.
Don't
Thin class.
You don't need deep dish. You need to eat what the people eat. Thin crust pizza. Second thing, if you eat chicken,
Mm-hmm.
Harold's chicken is for you. Just
Harrow
yeah,
chicken.
Harold's chicken. And
Okay.
and trust whoever is with you that is from here, they know how to order Harold's properly, or at least God, we hope they do. And then the third thing about Chicago food, there are so many great restaurants in Chicago, and you're going to be on the south side. There are great restaurants in Hyde Park in the neighborhood that you're going to be in. Just explore. Don't worry about it. You're all good in Chicago. All right? And
Yes.
you make sure you get some good food while you're there because we have a lot of we have 77 communities in Chicago. You're not going to hit all 77 of them on your visit, but there's some of the best food in the world is here. And you will be like, man, he was not lying. This food is really good. So when I see you, you will be like, Mario, I did it. And it was good. Thank you for the advice. Trust me on the pizza. If you don't listen
Okay.
to anything else I told you, thin
Okay.
crust, don't let these people fool you into having deep dish pizza. Um, we are also the other thing about Chicago too, particularly on the south side where you're going to be, that's the birthplace of a lot of different musics, gospel music, um, the blues and the Great Migration when Africans left the South to come to the North, they brought the music with them, and it cultivated in Chicago. And um, the neighborhood you're going to be in, a lot of great musicians have played in that neighborhood over the decades. So you're in a great place musically to be. And having heard your work, I think people, if they don't know who you are, and I'm telling you, people know who you are, but if they don't know who you are, they're going to be pleasantly surprised at how lovely the vocals are from you. And I know you mentioned Whitney Houston, but who were some of those musical influences that helped you develop your sound?
Aretha Franklin, Sam Cooke. That's where I started to sing soul music.
Hmm.
Then D'Angelo, Erykah Badu, Letty C,
Yes.
and Jill Scott. Yeah, those artists. Oh, and gospel music. Um, Yolanda Adams
Okay, now watch out
and
now.
and Kirk Franklin.
Watch out. Okay. Okay. And actually, gospel music started not too far from where you're going to be playing at the
Wow.
promontory. Not far at all. A 10-minute drive, maybe, depending on who's driving. And you can roll right up to the church where Brother Dorsey started the whole thing. You've been in the game for a while.
Yes.
What have you seen that you are absolutely like, I'm not gonna do that?
Like for example, like what
Like, I mean, have there been somebody, have you seen people who don't practice their craft or who, you know
um
what I mean, or take advantage of folks? Because there's a lot of the industry is full of snakes.
Yeah.
have you been able to avoid a lot of the just bad stuff to be able to do what you're doing
Oh
now?
my God. So there's so um I'm I think I'm a nice person and always smiling.
You
And
are.
I think I'm trying to be nice to everyone. And
Hmm.
I try not to change my attitude. Depends on the person. Because when I was nobody, I'm not super famous or anything like that right now, but it's like I have treated very badly in the past from the artists, from the musicians, but and when I like experience those things, it's like I promise myself I am not going to be that person. So whenever I go to the like whenever I perform to the new places, I try like make sure try to be nice to everyone and clean up the green room that I use.
Really? Okay, that's
Yeah.
appreciated. Don't clean it up
Yeah.
too hard because we will give you a job.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's just like a simple thing because I know and I think you met a lot of people and end of the day I really think like being a good person is a is really important because it's like I've been doing this for like 13 years now
mhm.
and now I have a like a communities like a producers and artists that I love to work with and they're super nice and like people really talking bad things about there's like a lot of people behind their back because it's like it's real thing is happening. So
Yeah,
yeah.
say that, say that. Everybody, now Yoshioka is on that path, man, and check out what is happening. Her music is dope. It's available everywhere, and I thank you so much for taking time out of your morning to talk to us.
Thank
And
you.
I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to meeting you when you come to
Yes.
town. And I will demand that somebody take you to Harold's while you while you're in Chicago. Just so you
Woo!
just so you can say you did it. You know what I'm saying? And you can be like, oh, Harold's was dope. Thank you so much for being on the show. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you so much.